Hello, my fellow sapiens. I'm Umair, and you are watching You, Me, and Everyone Else, where we unravel the thread of time and discover how we became the remarkable species that we are today. The purpose of this channel is to provide a comprehensive narrative of prehistory from our beginning over 6 million years ago to the advent of the first artificial intelligence. We will explore the journey from organic intelligence to artificial intelligence. Just as in the early universe where non-living elements became living beings, we are now experiencing an age where non-living materials like metal are becoming intelligent through zeros and ones. We Homo sapiens have created this transformation and are witnessing it as firsthand. Those of you who were born in the 80s have seen the dramatic transformation and the flow of information firsthand. The connectivity we experience now is astonishing, especially for someone like me, born in the late 80s. I feel like living in a science fiction story. So the narrative we will build, I am going to build based on this story, would be uh, based on three revolutions. So the dawn of human intelligence, then the agriculture revolution, and the scientific revolution. The narrative that I'm going to be building in the series would be from a global perspective, not from a Western, Afrocentric, Eastern-centric, Arab, Indian, or Chinese-centric. I will touch on topics that had a global impact on the human story. This kind of a narrative was not possible just, few decades ago due to the language barriers and the availability of literature. But however, today we are so interconnected that it allows us to have a bigger comprehensive view of the history of humans. This narrative is also based on our current scientific understanding of the history of Homo sapiens. I will provide references at the end of every video, and I will encourage you to do your own research as well. The lens that we will look this history through would be from four constants that I have put the base layer of. So human nature, societal structures, yes, cyclical theories, failure to learn from the past. So these are that would be the constant four themes, and in between I'll introduce some evolutionary terms that will help us understand the story even better. The first part of it, the dawn of human intelligence, we will look through the lens of human nature because society hasn't been formed. So the theories and the past hasn't existed yet. So in the first series, we will talk about human nature. So psychological patterns, and which I have subdivided into two different parts. So psychological patterns and conflict and cooperation. So psychological patterns means humans are often driven by fundamental psychological needs and emotions such as power, greed, fear, love, and ambition. We'll take just these five for now. And these are, the motivation that often leads to similar actions and reaction in different historical contexts. Conflict and cooperation, the dynamic of conflict and cooperation that led to wars and alliances in the ancient times does still apply today. Human beings tend to group together against perceived threats, and whether it's internal or external. So understanding why history repeats itself involves kind of recognizing the persistent nature of human behavior, the enduring influences of social structures, the validity of the theories, and the consequence of failing to learn from the past. And if we study these patterns, we can better understand or at least anticipate or possibly mitigate the reoccurrence of negative historical events. However, that requires a very conscious effort to educate ourselves, adapt, and apply those historical knowledge in the decision making today. The first part would be based on the dawn of intelligence. So the first episode we will be of the Big Bang to 6 million years ago. We go have a quick 15 minutes chapter on that. Then we will do the second one would be why science thinks why we are related to Homo genus. So we'll see what is the evidence that the science provides to back this claim. Then based on that, we will go to the early ancestors from 6 million to 2 million BC. On the fourth one, we will go to the first human migration of Homo erectus and other Homo species. Chapter 5 would be the first European arrival from about 1.2 million BC. Chapter 6 would be about the Neanderthals, 400,000 to 40,000 BCE. Then we'll look in the chapter 7 in the terms of modern human emergence, the evolution and the advanced cognitive abilities of Homo sapiens. Number 8, the second migration, Homo sapiens, when they spread across the globe and we had the genetic exchange. Number 9, the world of co-mongrels and symbolic expression. That would cover the years 40,000 to about 10,000. And then the similar timeline, we will see the artist and mammal hunters, our prehistoric artistic achievements and hunting strategies. We will look into that. Then the first Americans, the arrival in the Americas in the 15,000 BCE, the presence of early humans and adaptation to the American plains. Number 12, we will look at the Paleo-Indian and afterwards, so 15,000 to 8,000 BC, the cultures, how they transitioned. Then we will look at the early human settlements that happened period between 60,000 to 10,000 BCE, early human presence and interactions in Asia. And we will finish this part with chapter 14, this dawn of symbolic thought, which occurred about 40,000 to 10,000 BCE. It was the development of language, art, and symbolic behavior. So, just to tell you about prehistory is history that we derive from other sources. So, we don't have direct evidence of the history. We don't have clay plates. The writing wasn't invented. So, we have to piece together this puzzle, and we don't have direct sources. So what the scientists do is use other sources to create that picture, and that's how they tell the story. So we will be relying on number of scientific and subjects. So we derive it from evolutionary biology, chemistry, physics, zoology, anthropology. We'll drive lots of concepts from lots of different fields and discipline in science. And we'll try to create a comprehensive picture. And then after this is finished, the first part, we'll take a break. I'll take a break. I intend to take a break. And then once we reach 10,000 BCE, we delve into the agricultural revolution. for the next 14 to 15 chapters on this long journey. So I hope you can come along with me. I've done one chapter, and there are about 5 people who have seen, so there are 5 people who would hopefully join me. If I need improving, please do leave a comment, and I'll be more than happy to incorporate the changes. Or if you feel that there is, on the similar themes of human nature, societal structure, on the similar themes, there is another story or research that I should look into and incorporate into this, I would be happy to look into it. I hope you enjoy the series, and I'll see you in the chapters ahead. Bye. Have a lovely day. And we are all made up of stardust. All of us.